It didn't loop. Hey, it's me. See, I told you I was nervous.
Welcome back, Mara.
Yeah, we're back. Welcome to your Friday episode of the Creatia Conversation here on June 30th, 2023. I am your host, Mara the Shark Watkins, epically fucking up today. And I'm joined by my immaculate co-host, Matt the Warden.
How's it going? I wouldn't say epically fucking up. Trust me, I'm pretty sure I've done worse things.
That shit just shook me the fuck up. I was like, why did it go quiet?
I was gonna say I've left the loop on and then ran the intro, and then the intro just kept playing before I realized it. Yeah, it happens, you know. As Young Kings wrestlers like to say, players fuck up.
Yeah, so I guess it could be worse, but you know, we're here. But you know, it's been some time, Matt. I've been away for about a month.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been up to? What you've been playing? What you've been watching?
Diablo 4. Lots and lots of Diablo 4. Ever since that dropped, I hopped on that. I've been running it with John, mostly. Kate and I played a little bit together, but we haven't really had the time recently to hop back on our characters. So I played with John last night, as a matter of fact, after I got off work. And then I finished everything. I didn't watch Gotham Knights, but I finished everything that was... why are you looking at me like that?
You don't have to.
I was going to say, Travis said not to watch Gotham Knights, so I didn't. But I got all caught up on Superman and Lois and everything pretty much CW-wise, so I finally got all caught up with that, including the last season of The Flash, so I finished that. And then...
Still haven't finished that.
Recently, I've just been watching Saw.
Like all of them?
Yeah, so I'm on 5. We're doing I'm just like kind of doing a refresher because we're talking Saw for getting off on Sunday at 11 p.m. Central here on twitch.tv/Creatia World and youtube.com/Creatia World if you guys want to come tune in. But yeah, just kind of like, because everything kind of blends together after a while, and I don't remember what happened in which movie. I remember all the stuff that happened, just not kind of when. So I'm just kind of refreshing myself as to what was going on in each movie separately.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I took that month off really seriously. I didn't finish. If it ended while I was gone, I haven't seen it yet. But you know, if you watched yesterday's episode, I did watch the finales for Gotham Knights and Superman and Lois, and I've been starting Secret Invasion. So there's that. I don't need to play Diablo 4 because apparently New York City has been living Diablo 4 with the Canadian wildfires that are supposed to that bringing shit down here. What is it like for y'all in
Chicago? We've had it the last couple days. I think today's fairly all right, but the last couple days we've had it wasn't as bad as what I saw when New York had it really bad. But no, it's been hazy as shit. My allergies have been really fucked up because of all the smoke in the air and everything. So.
No, I feel that my allergies have been through the roof. I'm also getting over probably still kid germs, but like, who knows? But playing, I haven't been playing a lot of anything, but yeah, it's been about it.
No Sims? No, you don't have. You were gone for a month. You don't have any crazy Sim news for me, Mara. Nobody's pregnant. Nobody got murdered.
I haven't.
Arrested.
I haven't played in the last month. I've had a lot going on, and then yeah.
Your Sims feel neglected as shit right now. They're very upset with you. They're probably all dead.
I'm sure they do.
Are they like Tamagotchis, where like if you just don't play with them, they just die?
No, they say on if you quit the game, like it stops, it pauses. But yeah, no, I haven't opened it in a while. But I do keep my mods folder updated because they've had a bunch of they've had, you know, their monthly patches of updates and laundry lists. And then there's a new expansion that I talked about with Travis yesterday, the horse shit. And I was like, that's nothing that I'm really looking forward to utilize. So I will not be getting that expansion pack, but I keep my folder updated. So when I do get the time and the opportunity to play again, I won't have any error notes.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But yeah, so thank you all for joining us here today. You know, you can always catch us live Monday through Friday here at twitch.tv.com/Creatia World. You can also catch us on youtube.com/Creatia World, where we ask if you hit that like and subscribe button, and then also hit that bell so you can get notified every time we go live. If you are watching us on Twitch and you also have Amazon Prime, you get access to Prime Gaming, which gives you like a premium subscription to us on Twitch. And if you don't give it to us, give it to someone.
Something just popped up on my screen. It's just like,
oh, I was like, did I say something wrong?
No, you're good.
Because if you don't, Jeff Bezos gets to keep that money. And why the fuck do you want to give that man more money than he needs? Other than the fact that we keep using Amazon, but whatever. And then also, if you watch us with the goats, Travis is really sold on them goats in The Sims. But like I said, I will turn that motherfucker into a curry real fast. What was I saying? Oh, and if you don't watch us live, you can always watch us afterwards on Matt's favorite place. That's pornhub.com/model/Creatia World. But if you also want to send us $1 for some exclusive things like extra content, you get to watch this ad free. You can check us out at patreon.com/Creatia World.
But Travis and I have been calling hitting the notification bell, flicking the bean.
Oh yeah, flicking the bean. I'm not going to think of it.
Flick that bean. Sorry. No, you don't want to tell people to flick their bean?
No, it's not that. That's pretty healthy. It's good to keep that up.
You should do it all the time. At least once a day.
That's a lot of work. And I have depression, so that shit does not work.
But I mean, if you do it, it releases serotonin, which should help you with the depression. It should make you, brief waves of.
In hindsight, yeah, but at the same time, the work to get in the mood to do it is kind of just, the depression's kind of like, we don't want to do that.
Fair enough. I've never been that depressed.
Welcome to my life. Have you ever watched what was it, Big Mouth?
Yes.
Okay, so you know Depression Kitty?
Mm-hmm.
My Depression Kitty is as thick as that one. Just two thick kitties chilling, being depressed.
I'd say if I had a depression kitty and it was sitting on top of me, crushing me with its weight, there's still a hormone monster sitting there being like, yeah, but you're all right. You can still jerk off. Like, you'd be okay.
You have your own Maury?
Right in my ear. Yep. And he's Jewish too, so.
It makes sense for everyone who wants to do. If you don't know the reference of Depression Kitty, this is Depression Kitty. Just thick, rounded purple and Cheshire-ish, just sitting on your chest.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think this is a great time.
To the hormone monster.
But with that being said, I think this is a great time to transition into newsy time. I can't really hit the notes because I'm still, my throat's not working, or my voice box not working. So yeah, we got some newsy stuff. So I'm sure you guys are all wondering, with the title, they're the ones who really love you.
The hormone monsters.
Oh, yeah, they care about your well-being. Depression Kitty, I think, has her own agenda to keep you depressed. But if you joining us today and the title is what brought you in, with Donald Glover joining Futurama, I lied. I'm sorry. I do that sometimes. But we do have news about Donald Glover. So I didn't know that there was a Community movie coming out. Did you ever watch Community? I think it's on
Bits and pieces. I
NBC.
never watched it all the way through. I like
Same.
Allison Brie, so like I tuned it on for I turned it on for that. But yeah, no, bits and pieces here or there. It's funny. It's a cool show. Never just
Hmm.
found the time or need to sit down and watch it all the way through.
To go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, same. I mean, I knew about Community. Community for me was kind of like what Schitt's Creek is for me. Like I see memes of it all the time, and they tend to make sense to something else. But like I've seen like episodes here and there because especially as Donald Glover, or AKA Childish Gambino, became more popular, I was just like, oh, what's this other show he was in? But yeah, so they have a movie coming out following the end of the show because it's been off for some time now. And apparently, people were wondering if Donald Glover was going to be in it since he had left in the 5th season. And there's what, 7 seasons?
I can look it up. I have
Please.
the power of Google.
Google is free. Um, yeah, like I know like there was like a season or so like that continued after he left the show, but I don't know how many exactly. But this article comes from comicbook.com. How many? 6.
6
Okay.
seasons.
Yeah. So there was one season after he left. So this comes from comicbook.com by Charlie Ridgely. I've never heard of that name, but on the site. We read a lot of articles. I don't know that name. But and it says it looks like just about everyone from Greendale's most infamous study group is returning for the highly anticipated Community movie that includes Donald Glover. Since leaving Community in its 5th season, Glover has gone on to be a megastar, leaving his involvement in the upcoming film in doubt. Makes sense. He might actually request a lot of fucking money because of the pedestal that he has been placed on by us. Sorry. When NBC and Peacock first announced that the movie was happening, Glover and Yvette Nicole Brown were the only 2 main characters that hadn't been confirmed to reprise their roles, not counting Chevy Chase, whose character was killed off during the show, which I think was from very weird things that he was doing.
Well, it's
I
Chevy
forget why.
Chase. He just does
Yeah.
weird shit in general.
Yeah, but I think there was like specific reasons why he was removed or he left or killed off of the show. But anywho, but so according to series lead Joel McHale, Glover is definitely taking part in the film. Joel, recently appeared on Kelly Ripa's Let's Talk Off Camera podcast and was asked about the status of his co-stars that were going to be in the movie. And he confirmed that Glover will be appearing and hinted that the story has a great deal to do with the return of his character, Troy Barnes. So I think that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, and
cool.
like I said, is it Joel McHale that headlines that show? I don't like him. I don't know what it is about him. There's something about him I don't like.
He has a very dickhead face.
I was gonna say, I think I've talked with Travis about this, and like he just comes off as a douchebag when you look at him. Not to say that he is. I don't know the guy.
His character kind of seems like a dickhead though. Like kind of like he's too good to be certain places or he's too good for certain things.
Typecast. From what you look like a douchebag, you're typecast a douchebag. But
yeah.
I like Donald Glover. I love Allison Brie. And if the movie might give me a reason to actually sit down and binge 6 seasons of something I haven't watched. So I'm down.
That's what I was gonna say because like we have like time because the movie was initially set for 2024, but the entire film is currently on hold because of the ongoing writer's strike. Because Joel McHale also had confirmed that production was being pushed back. He was like, that was a bummer because we were getting very close. But at the same time, I'm 1,000 billion% behind the writers. The writers need to be paid, which I agree with. So if we have to wait a little bit longer, that's fine. It gives me time to sit down and watch 6 seasons of Community finally, because it was something that I wanted to watch. I just like in full. It's kind of like me finishing Modern Family.
As a matter of fact, I think I saw it on Peacock and I was like, oh, I've heard this is good. And I started watching maybe the first season. I might have got through the first season, and then Travis made me watch WCW and other shit came up and I just never got back to it. So
it's funny because I know that's not what it stands for, but WCW, every time y'all say it, it always makes me think of Women Crush Wednesday.
Which is funny because everyone uses that online, and every time I see it online, I think of World Championship Wrestling, and I'm like, what the fuck is this got to do with World Championship? Oh, wait, no, never mind. Okay. I'm like, she wasn't in WCW.
And then you find out it has nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm excited to see what they do with that. I will eventually sit down and watch the show so that I can see the movie, but I'm sure it will be on Peacock. I feel like that's something that would go straight to Peacock. I don't think that would go into like a nationwide theatrical release.
Not if they, want people to watch it, or, nobody's spending. Listen, I'm sure there's a community fan base. I don't think there's enough people that are going to spend money on that to justify dropping it in theaters.
Yeah. So I look forward to seeing it on Peacock whenever it does. But yeah. So I have news updates, and then it comes with a trailer, which is the second half of our title, Futurama news. So I didn't realize it had been 10 years since Futurama had actually officially ended.
Dude, we got Futurama coming. We got Donald Glover coming. Everyone's coming this episode.
Yeah, so Futurama is coming back for an 11th season. This is what, the third time it's been, or the second time it's been revived?
I think third, actually.
Okay. That show is one that, like, it's survived.
Second time it's been revived, I think. Third time it's
premiered.
Like, there's the original, and then there's a revival, and now revival number 2, I think.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I mean, they've all been just essentially a continuation from the original.
Yeah, it just won't die.
Yeah.
Listen, Futurama scarred me, all right? The episode where Fry finds his dog as a fossil and revives it, and then it was gonna revive it, and then it doesn't because he thinks that the dog didn't care about him, and then it like shows how the dog waited for him over and over for all of those,
for years.
Fucked me up.
That was a sad one. That was very much a sad one because this is, and then he realized, he's like, I can't do this to him. But anywho, Futurama has a trailer, and this article comes from the Hollywood Reporter. It says Futurama trailer brings Planet Express crew, say that 3 times fast, back to life. Futurama has been off the air for a decade, and it appears that Planet Express crew has been chilling out during that time, as in cryogenically frozen, because it's the future, and so they can just keep doing that however many times they want. Fry, Leela, Bender, and the rest of the team will return in Hulu's revival of the beloved animated series on July 24th, only 5 days before Lulu's birthday. So I get to start that before she gets to bother me about it.
That also means that it is 5 days before your 7th anniversary podcasting?
Yes.
Yeah, because you got about a year on me.
Mm-hmm. We've been doing this for 7 years. Oh. It's like when I think of how close Luna is getting to double digits, it kind of also feels like this, like getting closer to double digits. It's like having another baby that's like also hitting 10. Mm-hmm. And it's like, what the fuck?
And they were born on the same day. Essentially, this and Luna are twins.
Yes. Just
with 2 separate fathers.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially. Also kind of different wombs. Travis kind of was the what's that, seahorse for this one?
I was thinking surrogate, but no. Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah.
Seahorse. This was his beginning baby. So, but anywho, Hulu has released a trailer for the show that features a host of clips from the coming season, as the characters deal with a pandemic, explore lawless crypto country, and try to evade alien threats. Oh wow, this is going to be stupid as shit. I can't wait. Here's the official description for season 11. After a brief 10-year hiatus, Futurama has crawled triumphantly from the cryogenic tubes, its full original cast and satirical spirit intact. The 10 all-new episodes of season 11 have something for everyone. New viewers will be able to pick up the series from here, while longtime fans will recognize payoffs to decade-long mysteries, including the developments in the epic love story of Fry and Leela, the mysterious contents of Nibbler's litter box, the secret history of evil robot Santa, and the whereabouts of Kif and Amy's tadpoles. Meanwhile, there's a whole new pandemic in town as the crew explores the future of vaccines, Bitcoin, cancel culture, and streaming TV. I'm sorry, this is going to be great. Pull up that trailer,
really meta.
Yes. And that's what everything's all about nowadays. If you think about it, everything's fucking meta. Pull up that trailer. Cool. It is.
I have it right here.
Welcome to your new home. Our
Fulu. No.
Not your internet not doing it. Okay, hold on.
new home.
Okay.
In 2 seconds, you will collide with your destination.
It is really going to do this today?
I blame the Canadian Fire. I ultimately blame them.
Good news, everyone. We seem to.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't want to work today, apparently.
Okay, give me 1 second. I got you. Gotta love technology when it doesn't do what you want it to do.
It says my signal quality is fucking top tier, too. What the fuck?
It's lying. It's lying to you.
Maybe if I start it over. Let's try that while you're...
Okay.
Welcome to your
if
new
anything,
home.
I'll have the next one.
Our new home.
Oh, we're back, baby. Nope. Fuck me.
Give me 1 second.
Dude, it's working fine when I'm not sharing it.
Okay, it's just being difficult today. That's it. It's okay. We live to deal with ambiguity. Okay, I got it. I am sweating like a sinner in a church right now.
No air?
And what?
No air?
Yeah, no, not right this minute. Ready?
Boom. Our new home.
Oh, we're back, baby.
In 2 seconds, you will collide with your destination.
Not collide.
Good news, everyone. We seem to have survived a massive disruption in the flow of time.
Wait, what exactly happened?
Here, look at this.
Stop fighting! Okay, I'm done.
To the hip.
A new virus has broken out.
I've developed a test to see who's infected. You jam this Q-tip up your nose.
That looks kind of fun. I can't wait to do it hundreds of times.
Pretty lawless out here in crypto country.
Say, you interested in a job?
Why don't you have a belt?
Or at least a substantial butt. Sorry, guys. I'm a flat.
Not a substantial butt.
Lens gave me gift. That's an order.
Ow! You do you, weirdo. Bite my glittering festive ass. Yep.
How do we get out of here?
Easy. We'll burrow out. Burrow. Burrow. I deserve that.
I'm just glad you're back.
Would you like to order erotic scented massage oil or fuzzy handcuffs?
Yes, God, that's creepy.
I mean, yeah, so creepy.
I feel like that's me and Kate right there. I get stuff from Adam and Eve, and I'm like, absolutely. And she goes, that's kind of weird. And I'm like, oh, well, it's already ordered.
Not even like I thought you were gonna say like your Alexa just be suggesting things to y'all.
Oh no, stuff like Black Mirror and everything. Also, like I saw this article about like how people were like using Amazon Alexa to like listen into people's conversations and shit like that. So like I have all that shit turned off now. Like nobody is coming into my house and listening to the weird fucked up shit I say when I'm not on air, let alone the weird fucked up shit I say on air. So, but they were like, I saw this thing where they were essentially like recording people's conversations and then using those clips to create sentences so that they could pretend to be those people and do fraud shit through their Alexa.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, every time like I get like a weird call like from a number, it doesn't say like because sometimes my phone will say scam or like just like unknown or something like just something that will be like don't answer this. And sometimes I'll get a number and it'll say like where it is, like in New York, and then I assume, oh, it has to be something that of mine. And then I answer, and then there's no fucking answer. Like I just do like this, and I wait to see if someone will say something first. And if they don't, I'll be like, click, you not getting my voice today. Or I switch up my voice to be like, hey. And then see if they say anything. And if they don't, then I hang up. Because I was like, y'all not recording my voice today to use it to call someone else.
You know, I get on and I'll be like, hello. And then I'll wait. And if they say nothing, I'll say something really fucked up. Like I have herpes. And then if there's no response, they normally hang up.
Not if I have herpes. But moving on, I'm excited for the Futurama shit. But I'll probably sit down and now binge that on Hulu as well. Because I didn't watch like the revival straight through. Like I just kind of Futurama was like one of those. It's like the George Lopez show for me. Like I just turned it on at night and it was just on for like multiple hours. And if I caught the episode, I caught the episode.
Same thing. I don't think I've ever watched Futurama all the way through, and I feel like most cartoon shows like that I'm like that, except for like maybe like a Rick and Morty or something, where I'll catch episodes when they come on and I'll watch them and enjoy them, and I don't feel like I need like you can pretty much figure out what's going on without having seen every single episode. You know, there's nothing you're really missing by not catching it.
Yeah, because they have more like running like kind of like Family Guy and Simpsons. Like they have more just like running gags that kind of like just come up, which is why the article I was happy said it was like you'll see things that like you'll recognize from like people who've been watching for a while versus like people who are just starting, as opposed to like Rick and Morty. I think like I don't consider those running gags. I feel like those are more just like those are specific plot things that they're like, we are definitely going to touch on this later, so you need to remember this. But yeah. But I have another trailer for us. It's Haunted Mansion, the new one. It's a new teaser trailer, and I'm excited because I'm excited to see this one. I love the one that Eddie Murphy did, despite the fact I think there's like either reviews or other people didn't like it, but I thought that movie was gold. I was also probably like 10 when that came out, but like still gold.
And that's the thing. That's who it was made for. Like you've got adults critiquing a children's movie. Like let's let kids decide if they enjoyed that movie or not.
2003. How old am I? I was 11. Wait, no. How old am I? 2003. How old was I? I was 11. Yes, I was 11. I'm not great at math. I'm aware
Just
of
say,
that.
why did I feel like I'm more than 5 years older than you, but maybe not.
I was born in 92.
Okay, then yeah, that's right. Why did I think you were born in like 98?
Because Travis makes it seem like I was born in 98.
That makes sense.
It was funny, like my daughter Luna was talking to like one of her friends, and he was telling her about for whatever reason they were talking about the Twin Towers. I won't even go into why they were talking about that. It just came up, and like they were asking about like what the name of the plane was, and I was like, I don't know. I was like 10 when that happened, and they were like, what? And I was just like, it was long ago, but it wasn't that long ago. Don't do that.
Oh, that's like kids now saying, "Oh, you were alive in the 1900s."
Yeah, like I think when Luna realized that the first two in my birth year is different from hers, she was just like, "Yo, bitch!" Like, but yeah, I'm excited for this Haunted Mansion. It has Lakeith Stanfield, who I find to be really funny in everything he does. So I'm excited to see the antics in this. I forget who else is in this, but I'm excited regardless. Oh, what is her name? You'll see her. Here we go.
A dark spirit has cursed this house.
Surprise. Is anybody else seeing this? Wait. If we don't stop him, we could be trapped here forever.
Disney's Haunted Mansion. He look human?
Sorta. He carried his head in a hat box. What part of that is sorta?
Rated PG-13. Get tickets now.
Owen Wilson, Danny DeVito.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down.
I forget what is her name. She was in Girls Trip. She was in something else. Oh my gosh, what was her name?
Haunted Mansion 2023. Winona Ryder, Jamie Lee Curtis, Rosario Dawson, Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Who is Jared Leto fucking playing?
Oh, Tiffany Haddish.
Thank you. I was just like, what is her name?
But also, wow, like a shit ton of other famous people.
Yeah. Oh shit. Hassan Minaj is also in this, but it says he appears as a sketch artist, whatever that means. But Dan Levy and Winona Ryder are also in undisclosed roles. Oh, Jared Leto is the Hatbox Ghost. Makes sense. Something that he can be weird in.
Yeah.
But
No.
I'm excited to see this movie. I've been trying to get Luna to watch the Eddie Murphy one, and I think there's also like a Mickey animated one. The girl will not do it. And I'm just like, are you my child or not? Because I be trying to watch spooky shit, and you not trying to watch the spooky shit with me.
I might have to check out that Mickey one because that's one of like, well, Zoe at 2 years old has like she will grab the controller, she will say Netflix, she will push the Netflix button on the Roku controller, and then Netflix, yes, that's what we have in our house. She'll hit the Netflix button and like go to whatever she wants to watch. So it's Gabby Dollhouse or Mickey, I want Mickey, or like it's so much different shit. It changes every day, and some of it's so awful. I think it's on Netflix. Essentially, it's like a live action / cartoon thing where there's a girl named Gabby and she's got these cats, and then she goes into a world where she becomes a cartoon and hangs out with the cats.
Yeah, there's a couple of shows that are like that now. There's like one I think that's called Luna as well that Luna watches. But yeah, so this will come out next month, the day before Luna's birthday. So hopefully I can kind of convince her by then to watch it with me. Or I'll watch it by myself.
Just tell her, hey, if you watch this, maybe one day we'll go on the ride at Disney. Maybe.
But then I have to follow through on this Disney promise because every year she asks about it.
It's a good way to convince her to watch it. And you don't have to say we'll go to Disney next year. You just say one day. Someday. One day we will. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I look forward to it. Are you going to watch it?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I want to find the Mickey one because I know Zoe will watch that. She's not much for like live action movies and stuff like that. She was on a big Wreck-It Ralph kick for a long time, where like every day we watched one.
Is a great one.
It is, unless you're watching both of those movies every day for like a month straight, and then. But I still think we're gonna go as Ralph and Vanellope for Halloween this year, me and her. So,
I look forward to it or to seeing it. All right, but yeah, as you guys know, if you join us, if you give us $1 or so on Patreon, you can get bonus material. You get bonus things. You also get to watch this show ad free. So, with that being said, here's some fucking ads.
Spice things up in the bedroom, then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Because you see, Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, AdamandEve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creationworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Attention dog lovers. Are you looking for high quality products to spoil your furry friend? Then you need to check out dog.com. Because you see, dog.com is the go-to online store for all your dog-related needs. They offer a huge selection of dog food, treats, beds, and more. Plus, they have products for all types of dogs, from puppies to seniors and everything in between. And the best part, you can shop with confidence knowing that all their products are made with your dog's health and happiness in mind. Dog.com only stocks top-rated brands that you can trust, so you can rest easy knowing your dog is getting the best. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Dog.com is doing a big warehouse clearance sale. And all you have to do is go to dog.creationworld.com and you can get up to 80% off on all sorts of items like toys, treats, bones, harnesses, bowls, leashes, and anything else you can think of. So go to dog.creationworld.com and take advantage of this sale right now. Spoil your furry friend with the best products from dog.creationworld.com today. Link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, Dubby can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, Dubby is made with high quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix Dubby with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creationworld.com and order your Dubby today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at w.creationworld.com for 10% off. Try Dubby today and feel the difference. The link is in the description.
And we're back. You're muted, or I can't hear you.
Yeah, no, I muted my mic because I'm fat and I breathe heavy. And I didn't want that,
I
you know,
muted you
covering the
on
ad.
the stream. Don't
Um,
talk about yourself like that, Matt.
just being honest. I forgot to tell you something. I think we watched the trailer for it, but I finally watched Black Demon, the shark movie with like the
How
oil
was
rig.
it?
And
Mhm.
it was
Of
not.
course.
It was not Deep Blue Sea. It was not Deep Blue
Okay.
Sea.
Okay. But I'm happy one of us got to see it. But
Yeah.
it's on my list still. But so with continuing with newsy time, we have some news about The Witcher, which actually just I think premiered its first episode of season 3, part 1, this week or today or yesterday, something like that, in the last couple of days. But we all know that Henry Cavill is exiting The Witcher after this season, and Liam Hemsworth will be taking on the role of Geralt of Rivia.
Rivia, yeah.
Thank you. And I guess everyone's been trying to wonder how are you gonna make that work? Because these two motherfuckers don't look anything alike. Nor are they built the same, nor do they sound the same or act the same. But so we got an article from IGN by Ryan Dinsdale, not to be confused with Dimsdale from Fairly Odd Parents. The Witcher producers tease meta transition to Liam Hemsworth Geralt. So pretty much they're saying the executive producers of Netflix The Witcher have teased a meta transition to Liam Hemsworth Geralt after Henry Cavill left the show after season 3. Speaking to Yahoo News, Steve Gaub and Tomek Baginski. Now, if you want to talk about two names that don't sound fucking real, those two. Said the transition will be flawless and pull on deep meta ideas from the original book series from Andrzej Sapkowski, another one.
These are not real people.
These aren't, but that's okay. Now, for our viewers watching live and afterwards, they put warnings that there are spoilers from the Witcher book series if I guess you're reading them, and then speculation about what season 4 and beyond could entail. So tread lightly or come back in 10 minutes. Book 5, which is The Lady of the Lake, is referenced in particular, and the main meta idea here is essentially it's a multiverse. So essentially we're getting another show that's creating a multiverse or unlocking their multiverse. It's not guaranteed. This is what executive producers are talking about, but this is the only real idea that could be considered meta and gives somewhat of an explanation as to why Geralt has a new face in season 4.
I mean, I can think of a few different reasons. He has to use magic to change the way he looks, to be in hiding from something, so he alters his appearance. The multiverse works, though. I don't know if I'd be down for a multiverse where he's frail and skinny and Liam Hemsworth. But
But yeah, so it says they have a very very good plan to introduce our new Geralt and our new vision for Geralt with Liam. Not going deeply into those ideas because it would be a huge spoiler. But it's very close to the meta ideas that are deeply embedded in the books, especially in book 5. Someone said it's very lore accurate because the Lady of the Lake sees Ciri gain almost full control of her powers and become closer to what fans of The Witcher 3, the game, is familiar with, where she's able to jump through time and space, where she visits hundreds, if not thousands, of planets. And while the book was released in 1999 and before the current trend of multiverses, it could essentially be seen as such. Okay. So, yeah, these worlds weren't said to include same people in different realities, but did include ones similar to the familiar continent of The Witcher, ones completely different, and even our own Earth. So this meta spin on Geralt's recast could see Ciri jump to a world that's completely the same outside of Geralt's face.
Did anything in there about whether or not they're gonna, give us titties back like they did in season 1, or
no? They didn't mention that. But
all these fucking shows, they promise me titties with one season and they take them away, and all the following ones. It's not right. It really
That's
isn't.
how fantasy shows get you. They be like titties in one season, the next you get nothing. You get lucky, you get shoulder.
I don't think there was a single pair of titties in the last season of fucking Game of Thrones. Maybe the last 2 seasons.
I don't know. Everything was pretty much fire, death, and destruction. So I don't think they had
And
time for
incest.
titties. Yeah, and incest. That like I don't think they were even thinking about titties at that point anymore. But yeah, so like I said, season 3 is right now on Netflix. The episodes 1 through 5 have premiered yesterday. And then episodes 6 through 8 will come next month at the end of July. The end of July is going to be very, very, very busy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oy. I'm trying. I'm doing my best.
God damn it, Canada, fix your fires.
But with that being said, so I can cough quietly, I have another trailer for y'all. If I could just stop dying.
Let's see if while you're dying, mine will work.
One summer night, I fell asleep, afraid that nothing in my family would ever change, and I'll feel
She's
alone.
crying. Canada made Mara cry.
Hey, my name's Dante. Hey, my name's Aristotle. Everyone calls me Ari. Nice to meet you, Ari. I can teach you how to swim. I got you. Trust me. My parents want to prevent me from becoming my brother. You have a brother? He's in jail, so we don't talk about him. I met Dante. He's really sweet. Dante's my friend.
And there's something different about you. I like it. How are you celebrating the beginning of summer?
Do you ever analyze your parents? My dad is pretty weird. I brought you a gift. It's about Mexican art. I don't know if I can accept. I'm crazy about mine. How do you put up with this guy?
So, Dante says you're very smart.
I'm not as smart as him. I'm leaving for a year. What? Will we be friends when I come back from Chicago?
No, nobody's friends when they come back from Chicago.
Dear Ari, I miss El Paso. I think about it all the time.
Look at him like,
And I think of you.
Dear Dante, sorry I haven't written. Maybe keeping things inside is just the way it has to be.
I can't do this. Dante.
It sounds normal. I don't think I'm so normal, Dad.
Dante! Are there gonna be rules for us? Yes, so? If you can't stick by me, it would kill me.
Daddy, you have to stop running.
Someday, I'm going to discover all the secrets of the universe.
So like they're fucking, right?
I don't think that's the gist of it. I wanted to share before I started dying. This is Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe. It kind well, I mean, I guess to your point, it does kind of give me Call Me by Your Name vibes, even though they don't like explicitly share or show anything in the trailer. But this was submitted by Travis to our our news doc, and this was a movie that was originally premiered at the International Toronto Film Festival last year, and it was I think supposed to come out last year, but it did come out in at the film festival, but now it's coming out it's having like a wide theater release now this year. But it looks interesting. It's based off of a book.
I feel like Travis put this in there because he's trying to tell me something about our relationship that he's been holding in for,
That your
almost
friendship is
30
very
years.
homoerotic.
He moved away. We're best friends. He wants to have sex with me. All that stuff.
Yeah, I guess perhaps that this is the message she's
Message
trying to
received, Travis. Message received.
You know, it would be even easier to get the message across if he just sent you the episode of not the most recent season of Black Mirror, but the season before that, like the Anthony Mackie one. He could just send you that one. That pretty much will also get the message across.
So I've only watched one episode of Black Mirror, and it was we were sitting at my mom's randomly, and she's like, "Oh, what's this?" And she put it on, and she started the first episode of the new season. The fucking what is it? The street, whatever the Netflix, the one where like they're taking people's lives and putting them on Netflix without their permission, like Jonah's Awful.
Oh,
seen that?
So this season.
Yeah, the first episode of this season is the only episode I've ever seen of Black Mirror.
I feel it's weird because I feel like you would enjoy it. Like it's not like the usual horror that you're used to. It's kind of, it's, as they call it, meta horror, and just kind of like, these are terrible things if they really happened in life, but they really could. I'm surprised you haven't seen more of it. I feel like you find it interesting.
It's just one of those things I never got around to. And then, like I said, randomly they put it on. I'm watching this. And like, I know what it is. I'm familiar with it. And I was like, my mom's like, well, what's going to happen in episode 2? I'm like, it's going to be a completely different story because it's an anthology. It has nothing to do with Jonah's Awful. Like, that's over. It's done.
Yeah. But it's an interesting show. But yeah, how did we get to that?
You were talking about Anthony Mackie on Black Mirror and Travis trying to seduce me with trailers.
That episode would definitely get the message across faster. But yeah, I have another trailer. We've spoken about Dune before. They have released their official second trailer. It's about 3 minutes long, so it's going to be now the entire movie in a trailer. So yeah, here we go. Because the longer the trailer, the more it's just gonna, but here we go.
This world is beyond cruelty. You've been fighting the Harkonnens for decades.
It's Drax.
My family's been fighting them for centuries.
Sure, we go with that.
They were massacred alongside my father.
Your father didn't believe in revenge. We believe in Fremen.
Let me fight beside you.
Reload!
I wonder if Peter knows what Drax and MJ are up to.
He said that.
I got that. Thanks.
I won't be fighting.
Someone tried to say they had like this weird
fighting for my people
triangle going on.
You young pup.
Do you believe in Paul?
Bitter silence.
Hold on, I can't really hear you.
Prophet. Why is that a bad thing? Use it.
What did you say, Matt?
Did she just ask if we believed in porn?
I'm sure that's not what she asked.
Because I gain it. Johnny, do you believe in me?
Paul Atreides is still alive.
Paul. We believe in Paul. That's what it was. Sound like porn.
Deal with this prophet. Show me who you are. Your father was a weak man. Look who's back from the dead. No duel must be done.
We gave them something to hope for.
That's not hope!
I will love you as long as I breathe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Prophecy is how they enslave
I remember his father dying, and like I was like, why are y'all like this? I remember them being in the sand. He keeps dreaming about Zendaya.
I
And
watched the
then he
original,
finds Zendaya.
and it was weird.
Would I go back and watch the first one again before I see this? No.
Destroy the thing has the real control of it.
Well, now that former world heavyweight champion Dave Bautista's in it, I might.
No, I mean like I'm gonna watch the second part. I'm saying I'm not going back to watch part one.
For happy hours,
I'm not gonna go back and watch part one to watch this part. I'm just gonna read the Wikipedia summarization.
No, I might watch it over to get caught up or remember what the fuck happened. No, I watched like the original Dune, like the made for TV movie or whatever, and it's fucking weird.
I can imagine. But we are getting to the end of our show, but I do have one other story for you. You know, I didn't get to talk to you about the whole Titanic and the Titanic sub thing, because you as well as like Matt usually have like a dark humor with me, and you know, memes galore.
Oh yeah,
with that, what was a tragedy, but rich people problems. But on the other, in entertainment news, Netflix is putting Titanic back on Netflix starting tomorrow, and they are getting a lot of they're getting a lot of backlash for it. This article comes from, because I was just like, oh, Netflix ain't shit for doing that, but this comes from IGN by Taylor Lyles. Netflix recently announced it's bringing back James Cameron's 1997 film Titanic back to its service on July 1st. But amid recent events involving OceanGate, some argue it's too soon. The backlash, I mean, if you've missed it, if you haven't been on social media or watching the news in the last 2 weeks, there was a sub full of people who have more money than brains, who were trying to go see the Titanic when they could just watch the movie, or gone to a museum. I'm pretty sure there's a whole exhibit to that shit somewhere. Went in a submersible thing, and it unfortunately imploded during the voyage, killing 5 people, including the founder and CEO of OceanGate. That shit went on for a week of people thinking that they were just missing and that they were running out of air, but in actuality, they were dead. So that's where all the backlash is coming from. But however, the Hollywood Reporter pointed out Titanic's return. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you finish, but I Travis,
okay,
I'm about to say something that I apologize for if we get in trouble for it. Just a heads up. Go ahead, please finish, and then I'll go.
Oh, okay. The Hollywood Reporter pointed out Titanic's return to Netflix was not an impulse decision made by the streaming giant. It was reported that Titanic was coming to the service before the OceanGate tragedy occurred, which I think I agree with, because I feel like I had seen what they cited, like fan site Netflix Life, for example, published a list of films coming to Netflix in July 2023. Among them was Titanic, and if you look at the publishing date, you will see it went live 2 weeks before the tragedy happened. And I feel like that's true. I feel like I've seen a similar list that had Titanic on it.
I'm going to read this with the edits. It's good to make sure the lady finishes first. That is correct.
Thank you.
All right. So first off, I've seen all the, listen, there are so many things in this world that are worth being outraged about, massacres in schools and, social injustice towards specific groups of people that we talk about and we support here. Rich people hopping in a submarine controlled by a video game controller The only person I feel bad for is the child who it's been reported said he didn't want to go and went because it was something his dad wanted to do for Father's Day.
His dad for Father's Day.
I feel bad about that. Everyone else, like, they hopped in a sub that ran on a fucking video game controller, which should be red flag number 1.
And they were also like, I forget what company, like not company, but like, you know, people who do like, who work with physics and shit like all the time, said to them, hey, we could double check to make sure this will be fine. And he was like, no, it's okay.
And on top of that, the company's name was Ocean Gate. Tell me one thing in U.S. history that ended in gate that was a good thing. There were red flags all over this. So no, outside of that poor child who appeased his dad, I do not feel bad for these people. I hate the like I said, there's justified outrage and then there's fake outrage, and being mad at Netflix for putting a movie back on that, again, no one even looked into to see if it was planned ahead of time or if they were just doing it because of the tragedy to capitalize on it, which clearly they weren't. But Netflix, that's so fucked up, that's so terrible. Why? Because all these people made a bad decision and Netflix is like, hey, if they did, which they did, but if they did, hey, Titanic's big in the news, we can put it back on, we own the rights to that, people will watch it. Like, I don't even fucking like Titanic. I might watch it just for the pure irony of the fact of what happened.
Someone pointed out, like, literally the first 5 minutes of the movie literally give you a submarine view of the entire ship.
Yep.
But and then of course, like, but if you want to watch, like as pointed out in the article, if you want to watch Titanic now before tomorrow, it's still streaming on Prime Video and Paramount Plus if you live in the United States. So it's just like no one's yelling at Paramount or Prime Video to be like, why won't you take this down?
These people for a ticket paid the cost of probably both me and my wife's cars and my house to hop in a submarine controlled by a fucking Logitech video game controller. That, mind you, they couldn't get out. Like, they were sealed inside. You could only open it from the outside. Yeah.
I don't think there was really a window of what you could see. Like, there was like, I think a small window, and it's kind of like where they said you would be going to the bathroom. So it's just like,
I want to use the TikTok red flag filter and just put a picture of the sub up and see what happens.
See how many red flags it gets.
Well, it'll get 3. I just want to see what the 3 red flags are. how accurate TikTok is.
Yeah, it'd be them filters be calling people out. But at the end of all of that, it's it shit sucks, but don't feel bad because it's just like more money than brains. And clearly, granted, other history of the world, I'm not doing that shit. But yeah, so I guess that'll be it for today's episode of Creatia Conversation.
Nice to end it on a positive note.
You know, as you know, you can always watch us here live Monday through Friday at twitch.tv/Creatia World. Also, you can catch us on youtube.com/Creatia World, Pornhub afterwards with the ads. You can watch us ad-free if you subscribe to Patreon. But you know, you can also find us also on the socials for Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at itscreatiaworld.com. If you're on Facebook, you can also join us there for other updates at facebook.com/Creatia World. If you are fans of certain things like Game of Thrones, House of Dragons, or the House of the Dragon, depending on which community you're asking, you can, if you want to join in conversation, put up memes. As Travis said, you could post a picture of a dragon and you'll get his rocks off for about a week. You can go to facebook.com/groups/demdragons if you're a wrestling fan and you watch WCW and what is Money in the Bag and all that other stuff that I just know the names of, but I don't really watch regularly.
WCW has been out of business since 2001. And
look at me.
money a little scrappy song, Money in the Bank, not Money in the Bag.
Okay, excuse me. As you can see, I'm not the most well-versed in wrestling, but you can also
I am,
join.
however. And you guys can check us out. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So you can join Matt there at facebook.com/groups/smacking it raw, where they have their partner show Smacking It Raw every Friday at 12:11 Central.
Including this Friday, which is our 300th episode, which is tonight. So it's going to be a big celebration. Travis might swing through. We got some guests. We're going to have a good time. So come check us out tonight, 11 p.m. Central Time, midnight Eastern Time.
Yeah, so join the party. That'll be fun. If I'm awake or conscious or sober, I might join in just for 5 seconds and then tune out. But
you're more than welcome, Mara.
Thank you. But yeah, plug your shit. Where else can they find you, Matt?
You can find me on Twitter only at Matt Ridders, MATTRIDDER, for your wrestling content. If you're a horror fan, you can follow me at Getting Off on Twitter only as well. Also, I froze.
Yes.
Sunday, 11 p.m. Central Time, midnight Eastern, Getting Off with the Will Gray and Allison for Botch Spots and Chair Shots and Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe and maybe Vince. We'll be talking the entire Saw franchise, so come do that with us.
Like, are you including Spiral and the current or the last one that came out too?
Well, Spiral was the last one that came out. There was Jigsaw and then there was Spiral, and we'll see if we get to those.
Okay.
I do love me some Chris Rock, so maybe Spiral. I don't know about Jigsaw. We'll see.
I heard Jigsaw wasn't that well liked. If I don't look, okay. But and you can always find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. You know, here with the guys on the show, and that's about it. MARADASHARK. And so we'll catch you guys on Monday. So, yep, have a great weekend.
Bye.
Later.